Hey guys, the Chickness here. We are back today with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we made it up to almost rank 25, but a huge push today. Everything really kind of came into fruition for us. So I'm going to go over everything, late season tech tree stuff. If you're going to be playing like into the weekend, that kind of thing, where we're going to be looking at where some others have speculated on where the top 500 is going to be, typically where it lands, that kind of thing. So do me a favor, if you enjoy the video, if you like warships, then do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Also, I do appreciate it if you guys throw in that code chicken in the shop. It does expire every 7 days, so if you're going to grab instant training or something like that, it does help to support the channel and keep on the two running lights right behind us there. So all over the place right now, but we're up, down, all around. But we'll start off with the tech tree, and if you're a little bit behind, get you caught up on where you need to focus on going in towards the end of the season. So the biggest thing is you got to get to 6 engines. You have to get to 6 engines to compete, and if you're looking for a diamond finish or higher than that, then you're going to want to get heavy choppers, and you're going to want to focus on a couple things. You basically have 2 options. So you can either rush the offensive side, which probably isn't the best bet if you're lagging behind a little bit, or backfill like crazy. That's what I've been doing. So I would actually recommend, if you haven't already, to go back and grab some prototypes. I just unlocked the Simo. It's awesome against Bombardiers. I don't know what I'm going to get next. I might backfill some other stuff, but well, for me, the next priority is going to be the troop damage. I mean, we obviously want to always prioritize the stat nodes, but I mean, if you can make it to 70 Rs, that's going to be amazing, obviously, with the troop health and the extra DBD and all that stuff. But I think at the moment, a 60 R with more defense is actually better than a 70 R, depending on how well you can attack. So, yeah, that's the idea for right now. And for most of the attacks, I have been using Bullet. It's usually either Bullet or Kavan, and some people are using Everspark, but I would, prioritize upgrading one of those 2 heroes. Other than that, Barrage and Artillery are also really good. If you want to go that route, that's another option. You can go that route with Kavan and BART out rocket launchers or Doom Cannons maybe, and that just really frees up your heavy chopper bombardier hits. The thing is, with all of our attacks, the heavy choppers without the troop health, they don't last for very long. So we'll go into the attack strategies next. This base is also amazing, by the way, if you can get this much tech to go with it. If you don't have all the prototypes, I'm having a lot of problems with my iPad right now. It's kind of jumping all over the place on me, so I can't promise how great these attacks are going to be in a second. But yeah, if you can copy this base, Grappler's amazing, Simo's amazing. The Simo's really good against the Bombardiers because it doesn't target flying troops, right? So it just shoots right past them, right in the Bombardiers, and it can catch you off guard because you might not expect that to happen because it doesn't really, intuitively when you're looking at it, it doesn't really make sense. Yeah, so there's that, and the Grappler was awesome. The Grappler is great for bullet attacks. It's great against, obviously, anything on the ground. And I had a lot more success as soon as I put down a second Grappler opposed to a second Doom Cannon. I was running that at first. Grappler's definitely the way to go for right now anyways. So let's go over some attacks. Let's see, what do we got here? Golche. That was a 7. Let's go against, let's see if we can find a 6. Yeah, so here's the attack for 6 ER. Yeah. Here's the attack for 6 ER. So basically, here's all that I'm doing with the heavy choppers. If I'm going to be doing more than 1,000 plus attacks in the season, I want the attack to be straightforward. I've been messing around with a little bit of everything today. I'm not explaining this, sorry. Heavy chopper, rocket chopper is good. Heavy chopper, bombardiers can be good. It just depends on the base, right? On these bases, I like to go with a heavy rush. It pretty well guarantees you're going to get 5 at least 4 or 5 out of the 6 engines. Yeah, so basically you come around the corner. I mean, you put your smokes down. You can shock the Doom Cannon. Sometimes I do that. It just depends on the drop and, just how well that it goes, basically. So we'll throw it into 4-speed because there's not really much else to go over here. At this point, we just want to make sure we're shocking Doom Cannons and shock launchers. That's where we're putting our shocks on. Other than that, we're using taunt. You can also use energy drink with this. There's a lot of different things we can be using right now. But you just got to be careful when you reflare because I find as soon as I go to move the troops and they're not actively taking stuff down, they die really, really quickly, especially, obviously, without the troop health. And then we tend to fizzle out kind of over here, but the base is holding strong for us, so that's all we really need to accomplish on offense, is just grabbing the bulk of the ERs, and then we're pretty well okay. So for 7, I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place. Sometimes I heavy rush, sometimes I use heavy chopper, rocket chopper, sometimes I use bombardiers. It just depends on what we get thrown at us. So that being said, let's dive into some live hits. And you guys let me know how you're making out down below in the comments. And if you plan on pushing this weekend or if you are parked. I think I still have taunt up. All right, so this is going to be kind of standard. Now, what I like to do here... Oh, the iPad's screwing around me. What I like to do here is I like to get rid of these nice and early. 1, 2, 3. I like to get rid of those shock mines nice and early. Otherwise, bullet just ends up... should have shocked the Doom Cannon. The Doom Cannon only needs... Oh my god, this iPad, man. The Doom Cannon only needs 1 shot to take down the heavy choppers, so you just gotta be careful. Just gotta be careful. I don't know where Bullet is. Somehow he made it past the grappler, which is awesome. I'm assuming he's gonna get snagged at some point, though, so we just gotta watch out for that. And 8. Ooh, we're gonna lose another heavy chopper here, I think. Or I guess it doesn't one-shot them. It does a lot of damage, whatever. You know what I mean. Watch out for the Doom Cannon, it's nasty. Okay, let's go. Now, in this one, we want to grab this engine that's closest to us, and then we want to go to the back. So we don't want to spend too much time in, you know, kind of the kill zone over here, because we're just going to lose all of our heavies, like, really quickly. So the quicker we can get out of this zone, the better. I'm going to shock there instead of doing anything else. And then we're going to fly up. We're going to soar up this way. And we got those max level smokes, super handy. Max level flares, also super handy for the attacks that we're doing right now. It all helps, guys. I mean, if you don't have something or the other, you know, it's obviously going to depend. I have no way of getting this heavy chopper back down to earth. So I don't know if he's going to die. He might just absorb all the rocket damage, which isn't a terrible thing. Alright, so we got bullet on the engine. So now we want to just keep them over here on the left, really. He doesn't have a Doom Cannon down here. He's just got the grappler, so if we can... This iPad is going nuts. Alright, let's go over here. Okay, for the love of God. I don't know what it is when the screen gets... When the device overheats or something, it just goes crazy. Alright, so let's go over here this way. He's got us down to 2, so it's not going to be easy. Looks like Bullet is going to get... Look at how Bullet is standing there. That's funny. Bullet got taunted. Or he got grappled. Come on, we need to see some retreat action over here in a minute. I'm pretty confident we're going to get this engine, but I don't know what else we're going to do after this. I think we're just going to go for percentage, so I'm just going to let them fan out, and whatever they get, they get. We can't really control it beyond that. I might flare them over the rocket launcher, because I think they can take that down quickly. After they get this cannon, opponent has retreated, there we go. Every time I get an attack like this, we've lost today, so I'm not holding my breath. But, yeah, they're always super frustrating, because every attack, I've done this like 2 or 3 times, where it comes down to it comes down to percentage at 2 ERs on the compact 6s. Every single time I've lost by like 1 or 2%. And I've let the battle go all the way to the last absolute second, just try to clear percentage, so kind of frustrating. Let's see if we can grab this flamethrower maybe. I don't know. And yeah, we're gonna go down here. The shock mine's gonna ruin us. It's also gonna take a lot of time to finish the attack. Okay. But with my luck, we'll lose by half a percentage point if we don't. Okay, let's retreat now, finally. Alright, let's see. Throwing it up to the boom gods on this one. I told you every single time I've done that attack, I've lost by 1 or 2%. That's insane. That is insane. That's actually crazy. Oh my god, man. Well, whatever. You know, 3 more hits and we're still in 24, so it's not going to make a world of difference. But closing in on 25, guys. I think once we get the troop damage, hopefully by tomorrow, that should be a pretty different story. But today was awesome. We went from, you know, I think we went from 22 to 2470, so no complaints here. So, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks so much for watching. That is going to wrap it up for the video today. Make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. Catch you next one, guys. Check it out. Back.